Hello, welcome back to DisasterCast. They're a not so weekly podcast for I don't fucking remember what days it was
Since
supposed
like
to upload
August.
it. Yeah, since August. Since August. I am your host, King Exbee. I'm joined as always by your other host, Parmesan, otherwise known as Anthony,
What's up?
and Isaiah and the Ancestors, otherwise known as iSaH.
How y'all doing? It's been a minute, but we back.
In it. Yeah, no.
To win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a not brand new podcast. Well, basically brand new podcast.
I feel like we're different people.
We had a bit of a roadblock, but we're back now.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Fuck yeah.
Winter arc.
Winter arc in January.
Those who snow.
Those who snow. Yes, exactly. But anyway, let's start this bitch off with what do we want to start with? The TikTok ban.
Yeah, let's start
Yeah,
here.
my
All right.
favorite.
With the
So-
TikTok man.
So, Anthony, you want to take it away, or should I?
Mm, you can go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, the U.S. government has decided to step in and ban the popular website and app known as TikTok because they consider it to be Chinese spyware. And
Of course they do.
Yeah, they gave them an ultimatum of selling to a brand new company, that's in the West, like a Western company, or getting banned. And TikTok has refused to sell as of right now, and so it's gonna be banned in
The 19th.
at the time of recording this. Yeah, so like the 19th. So next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this? I'm curious because I kind of have thoughts, but I want to let you have the floor.
Honestly, it's super interesting. I've told you guys this before. TikTok is the biggest advertising thing that's out there. More so
Yeah.
than radio,
Yeah.
more so than podcasts, literally everything. And I look in the comments too on TikTok. So many people are like, "Oh my god, I learned everything from TikTok." It's such
For better
a
or
big
worse.
thing. Yeah.
Mm,
It's not. It's hard to admit, but it's super ingrained into like society and general life now.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
the government can't control that.
Mhm.
That's their
No,
problem.
yeah.
That's their problem. That's why
Every
they're banning
time-
it.
That's
Every
yeah, that's a
time
big
a
problem.
government like acts like they're doing something, like they come together for the good of our people, I kind of just look at them sideways, like, yeah, sure,
Yeah, like
bro.
yeah, man. Uh-huh.
I totally believe you. It's just like they just want to ban it because it's China. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't control it. If it was fucking Mark Zuckerberg, doing his like his fucking Facebook thing, like nobody would say anything. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't
Yeah.
give a fuck if he was stealing data. But it's the Chinese stealing data, so they don't like that. Which, to be fair, I mean, China does do some shady shit, but I really highly doubt that TikTok is a large part of that equation, since you can't even use it on like government like stuff, right?
Oh yeah. They banned it in
Like
like government facilities and
Yeah,
shit.
so like what's the issue here? Like what are they gonna get out of the average American? You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm kind of rambling here, but that was what Moon was doing. If you guys remember that, he was propagating and
Yes,
like
vaguely. Yeah.
fucking he was emphasizing the those rumors and trying to like scare the general public, like, and portray it as like a weapon of the CCP. And that's just not true. That's bullshit.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's that
No.
deep. But for sure, the access to information, that's a really strong card to have in your hand. Definitely. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like people, especially on TikTok, fall victim to a lot of misinformation. And that again is very, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
Yeah.
as deep as the government thinks it to be, which is
No.
why I think like, oh, we can't control it. There's no actual consequence to our people. They can't do anything about it, and that's what's wrong.
Yeah, but speaking from the logistics and perspective from a creator,
Yeah.
I think that this is obviously really bad. I don't know if you guys remember the Viner invasion.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have the
Holy
TikToker
shit.
invasion.
They're gonna have the TikToker invasion.
Nah!
So what's that one guy, Dylan Wallace, who walks into like Walmart and shit
Yeah.
and just like fucking screams,
It's like ah.
yeah, or like
Yeah.
pretends to swim on the floor. Yeah, so that guy's gonna be on YouTube now. Rated R Closet is already on YouTube.
So crazy.
You know,
dude.
A lot of them are already on YouTube. It's just
Yeah.
that they're probably gonna start making like, well, not long form vids, but like, you know what I mean, more shorts output.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some of them will transition to long form vids, like how some of those Viners did and made awful content.
Yeah,
But some of them also made good
the
content.
Viner invasion was really, really, really bad, dude.
It was like 80% shit,
embarrassing,
20% good.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, it was 80% people who were like, it was split into like thirds. So you had like 1/3 that was like shitty people who made shitty content, and then the second third was okay people who made shitty content, and then
Yeah.
and then like the last third was like good content made by shitty
Yeah.
people. You know, so
No,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like Jake Paul, I don't know, fucking Roman Atwood. No, that guy's actually a bad person.
No.
I'm
Bro,
trying
I
to
remember
think of-
Roman Atwood
Oh,
flashing
yeah.
pranks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was the
yeah.
one who
Stay
did
in
that.
school.
Yeah,
Remember one of them was stay in school, right?
Oh yeah, that one was horrible.
Oh, all real. By the way, all real
Yeah,
pranks,
yeah.
100%.
No. Okay, so the first category would be like Jake Paul. The second category would be like David Lopez or Juan. And then the third category would be Cody Ko. Anyway, but yeah, TikTok is
What about Drew Gooden? The good,
Uh,
one of the few good.
that one. That one, he's like an outlier, and Danny Gonzalez too.
They're the same person to me. I don't know how to explain it, but they're the same person to me.
Not to be racist, but all white people look the same.
Danny Gonzalez looks like, I'm sorry, but random. There's this one picture we used to send in like the Discord all the time where he looks like a Disney like render, like a Pixar render.
He does.
I need to find it for in post so you can add that.
Poor bastard. No, he's chill though. He kind of.
He's like,
I
he's
know.
still. It's just there's
I
this one
know.
image like what do they call it? Like a headshot, right? Like a professional headshot,
Yeah.
and it looks so like just like CGI, like Pixar rendered.
I remember.
Sorry,
what-
off track.
I remember one. I think Danny Gonzalez was the one guy who like he was making a video on Jake Paul, and he said that he didn't like him because do you guys remember Team 10?
Oh my god, yeah.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
ancient.
How do I
England
forget
is
about
my
the
ancient
glorious
fucking-
Team 10?
Ancient fucking content house. But there were two. I don't know if they were Mexican, but they were Hispanic. Two
Oh.
Hispanic twins in there.
Oh yeah.
And Jake Paul would racially abuse them.
That's not funny,
then
but like it's just
yeah, no, it's not. It's not funny. It's
just
horrible.
Jake Paul racial abuse is kind of a funny thing to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, and I think Danny Gonzalez is the one who made a video. He was like, yeah, I don't like this guy because he's an asshole, and he called his like friends beaners. And then he had to apologize for that
Yeah.
because he said it in context. And it's like, come on, bro. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
thought
no,
that
it's
was
just
funny.
like, what the hell?
dude.
Yeah, WTF has this woke world come.
I think
I'm just kidding.
yeah. I think for me personally, I don't think it's good that they're gonna ban TikTok, and I think it doesn't help after the whole Luigi Mangione situation happened back in December, where you saw like how drastic the public reaction was on news outlets versus how it was on TikTok and like Instagram and stuff like that
Yeah.
and Twitter, and you saw how just different it was, and I think that got a lot of media companies very angry just for the fact that, well, news media, right, mind you,
Yeah.
that they were not able to control the opinion,
Mm-hmm.
because like
Yeah.
whether like you agree or disagree or whatever your opinion is, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of crazy that you could see these things where it's like the government is controlling like that sort of the opinion, because like I don't think that whole thing that happened. I don't think that CEO deserved to die, obviously, but it's one of
What?
those things where like
No, I'm just kidding.
you hear people talk about like the news reporters will be like, why did he commit such a horrible act, what motivated him, and it's like, come on now,
It's like,
come on,
yeah, like,
we all know why.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, he died.
Like they're making they're giving like, what's the word, like this uber like sympathy and all that. Like one of them, like what I think one of the biggest pieces of not lies, but what's the word? The way like they tug at your heartstrings. They were saying was how like he left behind a family, which he did, but also
Yeah.
he was divorced for a good couple years from that family.
I did
know?
not know that.
I
Really?
do think that TikTok
That's
is it is a harbinger of good, especially like just in general, because like in the same way that YouTube is a harbinger of good, and in the same way that Instagram can be a harbinger of good, but it's just TikTok. There's so many people on it, and I guess this kind of cuts both ways. People on TikTok are fucking stupid, and they will believe literally anything you tell them.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah.
If you present it in a funny, like not a funny enough way, but if you present it in a way that like looks professional enough, people will believe fucking anything you say on that app. But that can be
no fact checking.
As a harbinger of good, because you can tell people about like yo, this is going on, and like this is why somebody would do this. This is why this would happen. I've learned a lot on TikTok. 99% of it has been real. And the 1%, like I use my brain, so like I know what's fake and what isn't. And I remember, because this is getting a little personal, so I'm sorry about this, but my little brother is about the age I would have been right now in my fucking edgy era, where I was listening to creators say the most insane shit, and
then you'll say it right back.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I would repeat that shit because I was a dumb little kid and I was impressionable.
No, we all had a phase like that. Yeah, if you didn't, you're a fucking liar, or you're a good person.
You're a liar, or you're
that middle school era, bro.
Or you're probably like a fucking snot-nosed brat who thinks he's better than everybody. Anyway, yeah, but my little brother's about the age that I would have been, and I would have been believing in some fucked up shit because of the creators I would have held
100%.
Yeah, like been holding on to at that point. But I know that there's this guy that my little brother followed. I don't remember the account name, but I know that the dude, he's known for his like his catchphrase, which is like peep game and lock in. He talked about like racism and like Palestinian like issues and whatnot, and I knew that my little brother followed him, and like I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing that somebody is showing compassion. Somebody is, talking about shit that, you wouldn't get in mainstream media, which I think is the best part about things like YouTube and whatnot.
For sure,
and
100%.
Social media, it shines light on things that would have never gotten off the ground in like in a news type day. The shit that you would have to go out and protest on the streets for people to like recognize,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's super important, and the fact that that's has the potential to go away is kind of devastating. In a certain sense, for sure. Like, cause
it's weird.
Yeah, and here's another thing about the TikTok ban, that we failed to mention, but when they say it's getting banned, they don't mean that necessarily it's getting deleted forever and you can't use it if you're in America. It's getting removed off the App Store. It's getting removed off the App Store, and you're never gonna be able to get it again. But you can still upload, you can still post and whatnot. But they won't update it. They will not update it. So eventually, it's not gonna be able to work anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So there's like a short window of time where it'll be okay, but then that's probably like the tiniest of windows.
Yeah, and that's kind of horrifying. A lot of creators are gonna lose their bread and butter platform, and yeah, it could be easy for them to just relocate, but it's just it sucks.
100%. I think with how that goes is like a part of me. I'll be honest, like I have never really been much of a TikTok user. As somebody who makes music, which is sort of become a content creator type of form now in the modern age, right? To spread your platform, if you will, to spread your message.
Yeah,
it's always been tough for me because I've always been like, just focus on my music. I shouldn't be a brand, but that's not the that's a pie in the sky idea, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so it's always been tough promoting my music, but no, I've actually gotten a lot of traction on my TikTok before. And it's insane because like it's just one of those sites that just has massive outreach, for better or worse, because some of these people straight up be just listening to misinformation. Like I hate the people. Like I'm sorry, but like if you search up things like current relevant issues on TikTok, get out. Like
Get out.
you're cool, you're probably a cool person, but like you got to use your brain more, man. You got to use Google.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at news websites. And obviously we talked about how the news filters things. Yeah, for sure, But like if it's something that is obviously a fact and you're not checking it, or is dubious and you're just going with whatever, I don't know, content creator said, content creator number 1000 said that stitched a video, you got to do better than that. That's my only problem with TikTok, is just the people who believe all the misinformation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, it shouldn't be banned. It's just like Jesus. It's just always been like it's always been tough for me, just as somebody who's like, has to like market their stuff, because I'm like, well, that's another platform gone. Even though I haven't really been doing it lately, it's like, damn, gotta go on Instagram Reels, and Reels is fine, but Reels doesn't have the reach, like how Anthony was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way TikTok connects people like in and out of the algorithm is just insane. Like even so much as like followers and stuff. Jesus, dude. Well, we had a conversation about this earlier. I mean, people can find you just off of your contacts, and not even that. They'll just find you whenever.
No, yeah. It's kind of scary.
Yeah,
it's really scary, dude. It's advanced as shit.
My aunt found my TikTok, and I was like, "Fuck, they're gonna talk about my music now."
Yeah, I'm like,
But no,
get out!
she forgot.
Yeah, it's good.
That's funny.
I was almost uncovered at work because of fucking TikTok connecting people through contacts. It's annoying.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Those
who work. Well,
Not me.
Do you guys have anything to say about the TikTok, man? Like anything more?
Well, guys,
Keep on
don't
posting on
uninstall
Reels.
TikTok.
Don't install.
Don't install TikTok.
Don't
You can't
uninstall
get it
TikTok.
back.
You can't get it back.
Yeah. Like Flappy Bird.
Like Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, TikTok might be gone, but you know who isn't gone?
Who?
I don't fucking know.
K-Dot.
K-Dot is not gone. He is not dead.
Bro's
Kendrick.
living more than usual.
Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, Kung Fu Kenny, Jermaine
Kenny.
Jizzy.
We could probably have a whole segment about just GNX and everything.
Oh, God.
If y'all want to do that.
I love GNX.
Wow.
I love GNX. I love GNX.
Very good album.
Definitely
Slid
one of
right
the
into
best out of 2024.
and it slid right at the end of the year, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is one of the best albums of 2024.
So we were talking about it last night on a call, but like I love Chromacopia a lot, but I didn't have time to digest it all because GNX dropped like not that long after.
Dude.
Yeah, no, real. It's
So it's just like you can go first. Sorry.
sorry. I just wanted to say like I don't understand how this man does. Like this dude is a fucking monster. Kendrick is like insane, genuinely, and
Yeah.
I love him for that. What's your guys' favorite track? Just
Hard
like,
Part 6.
No, top three.
Hard Part
Top
6, number
3.
1.
I think I'd have to go. Yeah, for sure. Heart Part 6 number 1. That moved up, but then I like Gloria a lot. I haven't listened to that in a while, and then
yeah, ain't no bitch like my bitch.
I have
My
Hey Now
bitch
as my number
kid.
2.
I was gonna say Hey Now. I love Hey Now so much. It's
So
such a like.
good, man.
Out of all the banger tracks, I love that one the most. Like
Yes.
Squabble Up, You're Amazing.
Yeah.
What else is there on there? TV Off. Awesome,
TV Off.
fucking fun
Classic
song. But like I don't know, something about like when Dodie slides on the track, you're just like,
Who the
I
fuck
know,
I feel like
dude.
Joker. Harley Quinn
Could have
been
been
a car with a blower. Hey, shit gets spooky every day in
Yeah.
October.
like if
Oh
I could
my
describe that
God.
song with one word, it would just be like effortless.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would-
dude, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Yes,
For
right.
sure.
So when this album dropped, I was on a plane going to Thailand.
To the
And
Ladyboys.
a friend, what's wrong with you, man?
In Thailand.
Someone was gonna say it in the comments. Fool. Literally, no one watches this podcast.
Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna glaze past that. Anyway, so I had just gotten off a plane and I checked the group chat. And one of our friends had sent a GIF, and then it was, and then just the words, a whole album, goddamn. And then Anthony had replied with like, oh my god. So then I was like, okay, I'm waiting for this GIF to load to see like who dropped, because the airplane had, like, the internet was shitty.
Yeah.
And then the GIF loads, and it's a fucking Kendrick. It's a Kendrick GIF. And when that shit happened, I got morning wood instantly. Even though it was like 3. Actually, that counts as morning. Anyway,
And
You're like, ow, it hurts. That's how hard I.
yes, that is exactly what happened. And I listened to it all in the fucking line, and I was like, oh my god, this shit is so fucking awesome. I wish I was in California when that happened. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't give a fuck if that's corny. I wish I was in California.
No, I get that
dude,
for sure.
Listening to that in this album in California.
We wish you were there because, like, you know, what's it called? Without you, we can't function. And so, like, we were all indoors when that shit was happening, so we did not hear it play on the streets.
That's adorable. I love you guys.
But I mean, we have been hearing it play on the streets. Oh, can we also talk about Exbee? How we listened to Squabble Up on the radio for like 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, they played Squabble Up on the radio, and then they cut it off before the song was even halfway finished, and I wanted to kill the radio host.
We were so hyped because Exbee was fucking dropping me off in my $1 million mansion.
Yeah.
And then we do this quest for the last couple of weeks now. We've been on this quest to see if the radio really does fuck with GNX.
Yeah.
And we just haven't had evidence. They actually did play Euphoria though twice.
They played Euphoria twice in a row, which is kind of awesome. But still.
Yeah, so then I was like, you know what, let's check one more time. And I checked, and then we heard like, when I hear music, and we were like, oh, we were so fucking hyped. And then she's like, fuck it, we're driving around. And I'm like, hell yeah, we are. And then they stopped and they were like, you're listening to Buttfuck Radio or something like that.
Yeah, you're listening to Buttfuck
And we were so angry. We were like, no, we stopped at a red too, so we were just hearing that.
Yeah, I was like, fuck!
Damn.
God fucking damn it! Anyway.
That was funny.
Now, gentlemen, let's discuss what we really had. Fuck me. What we really brought up this album for. It was the reason. So in the Squabble Up music video, there is tons of pointers to a potential second album. Somebody on TikTok broke it down, so you can go check it out over there. Oh wait, now, essentially what they're saying is that, like, there are little chunks of information within this video for Squabble Up that hint at a second album coming soon. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. The backdrop to the music video is Things Fall Apart. I think there was an Ice-T album referenced. G-Funk Classics, My Beloved.
Some of them said like double albums or something like that.
Those are all double albums, and then there's like a little Scrabble board on in one of the shots on the video, and if you decipher that, it means everything. It translates to everything is something, and then it's like remove the vowels from K-Dot or something like that. You have to go on a quest essentially.
That's the scary part though, because then do you think that like people are reaching too much, or if this is like actually something tangible? I
would fucking believe anything that
because I mean they also had the little short film as well for GNX that came out. They had 2 cars. They didn't just have the Grand National. They had the other car.
And then the fucking in that teaser, the song that's in the teaser is just not there.
Yeah, it's not in the album.
Yeah, fucking Watch the Party Die is not on the album. 616 is not on the album. You know.
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
It's like, ooh, okay, so what is this? You know, and he dropped. Squabble Up is literally the video. Is the song that was teased in the Not Like Us video. So like, you know,
something is brewing at least, at the very least.
Something is happening, and you don't know what it is, do you, Mr. Jones? Sorry. Anyway,
I get the reference, but what's it called? Yeah, there's like a lot of things hinting. I just hope we don't get damnation all over again.
Damnation.
Dude, that shit was hilarious. I wish I was a little bit more developed in the brain and had Twitter at the time to see it.
Yeah, my dad really liked Damn, and he was listening to the deluxe edition, and he was like, I don't know why this deluxe edition is just the album but in reverse.
He didn't see the vision.
Yeah, he didn't see the
But,
vision. He didn't see the
what do you call it? I hear a lot of people say like potentially after the Super Bowl show when he's there, he might drop. Because like people are saying, oh, like the reason why GNX has so many like sort of like a lot of people are saying it's like almost like the most digestible Kendrick record since Damn.
Yeah.
And people are almost saying like, is this because he's trying to make like stadium rep for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And that maybe he'll drop like an actual like crazy like T-Pab level think piece, or even not even T-Pab, like Mr. Morale level think piece.
Yeah.
Again, and like
that
I don't know.
Honestly, that would make sense because I feel like maybe I'm just getting too into my hashtag speculative bag, but watch the
Introspective
party die.
speculative jet.
Watch the party die is very much about like kind of ripping the curtain back on the industry, and all like the bullshit that goes on and all like the fakeness and
Yeah.
even Not Like Us to an extent, and the diss tracks too. They're about dismantling fucking they're about pulling back the curtain and showing you the fake shit essentially, and like putting the fake shit on blast, putting the fake shit on display, and trying to make room for real shit essentially.
I kind of
most
understand.
basic bitch terms possible. And this album, it has little sprinkles of that throughout there, like throughout, you know what I mean? Like The Heart Part 6 is a very like real shit song, The intro is aggressive and it's like, it's demanding. I'm trying to think of another one. I think Peekaboo is almost like a parody song. Fantano brought this up.
Yeah, it's kind of like him
and
just
that-
like flexing like the fact that he could be like, you guys can listen to whatever the fuck I want to say,
Yeah.
and there'll be a banger type shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then on top of that,
bop,
it's
bam.
the
That kind of shit I'm
album.
on you wouldn't
Yeah,
understand.
and on top of that, the album is full of these not superstar artists. You know what I mean? Like
All like underground LA guys.
yeah, underground LA guys, Mexicans. There's the focus is on real shit, but that's not what the album is about. The album is more so kind of not dumb fun, but it's having fun with itself. It knows what it is.
No, yeah, for sure.
And if they were so if there was going to be a second album, I would assume it's a more watch the party die type thing.
I was gonna say like I was
Yeah.
like I wonder if there's gonna be a lot more like Alchemist or like Alchemist adjacent like style production, because that's a lot of the teasers he's been dropping.
Yeah.
Like on his like on Instagram and all that, it's been like styles of production that are very much like these down tempo boom bap kind of beats. These very like sloppy kind of styles.
I've seen it called like horror movie beat, like a horror.
Kind
movie.
of, yeah.
I love Watch the Party Die. By the way, just I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out there. But
I've never listened to any of the Instagram snippets just because they're not snippets, they're full songs, but it's Instagram, so it's like I can't listen to it on streaming. I know they have like podcasts and like that random users upload, but still, I don't know.
When Kendrick drops a song on social media and it doesn't end up on Spotify, it pisses me off more than when Drake does it. Because like these are songs that I actually want to hear. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It's like it just pisses me off. But
they're songs the children yearn for.
Yeah. They're songs the children need to hear, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And like sorry if I'm getting too rambly again, but like I feel like that's a message that kind of needs to be conveyed throughout all mediums of art. Cuz there's a bit of a problem. Well, not like a bit of a problem, but like I feel like a lot of things lack soul nowadays. And I think calling attention to that is really important.
Yeah, I get that.
Even if it's not as big of a problem as it may feel. I don't know.
It's kind of like that's almost like one of the core. Like I was really listening to Meet the Grams. It's almost one of the core like topics in that song. Mm-hmm. He's like telling like what's his like in the first one like an Adonis. He's telling him like to never code switch, to never forget that you're. You might not look it, but you're still black at the end of the day. Yeah. And don't forget that heritage that Drake, how Drake has done. Yeah. Where he forgets it and then he picks it back up when he wants to, and then forgets it when he needs to.
Yeah. It's
like be yourself type shit. Like how he says, just have that soul.
Yeah, and he's cultivated a fucking audience of people who don't, like they don't fucking care, and it's horrible. Like he's really made like the worst of like a hip hop fandom. I don't know if you saw that one tweet. It was like it got like hundreds of thousands of likes, which is fucking insane to me. It was like Drake held us down for like 10 summers, and you turned on him for a guy who makes protest music.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like
I
that's
remember
fucking
that.
one, like referring to Kendrick's music as protest music is just fucking horrible. Um you know what I mean? And then two, it's like to me that kind of reveals like what the Drake fan thinks of music in general, not
No, yeah,
just
it's
hip hop music. It's like
yeah.
they don't see it as like a medium of art. They don't see it as a way to express yourself,
It's
or
just another outlet of like
like
fun.
yeah, like they don't
Uh,
see it as art, something personal. They
It's
see
like
it.
another product.
It's yeah. It's background noise to get blackout drunk to. That's all it
Yeah.
is. Which and I do think that there should be
It
like
has a
a
space for that, you know. But the thing is, if you're somebody who like even just remotely, has like a little bit of a brain, you know that you can't always have that fun times. You got to have, stuff for the sad times, stuff for the
yeah
times you're confused, stuff for the times where you want to be happy but not celebration happy, just content, You can't just be
yeah
like, let's go fuck it up every day.
yeah. Uh, another thing. Sorry, we're turning this into the shit on Drake section, even though
No, it's needed, dude.
the beef was damn near a year ago at this point. Jesus.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. March, right? It'll
But,
start the anniversary.
but I not too long ago I watched FD Signifier's big fat 3 hour long video on
That's like one of the best
Kendrick
videos
Drake
ever.
beef. That's a great video. Yeah, fucking great banger video. And he brought up the point that if you connect with Drake, you're probably a shitty person.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like a lot of Drake's music is about being a shitty person.
No,
You
for
know?
sure.
Yeah. And it's like you can have party music too. Like that's the thing, is like having party music is not an innately bad thing. It's like one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time just recently discovered. And yes,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I just wanted to work this in somehow.
Yes,
Is
I want you to
Nate
talk
Dogg.
about the GOAT.
Is
Nathaniel
Nate
Doggerson.
Dogg, Nathaniel Doggerson, the fucking GOAT. G-Funk Classics, Volume 1 and 2. This is a party album. There's a lot of songs on here that are just, like bangers that you're supposed to listen to and just kind of get down. Well, not necessarily, but like you get what I'm going. You get what I'm going.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
vibe with it. Yeah.
But also, there are a lot of songs on this album. It's like damn near 2 hours where it's about like hope and like love. It's like I was listening to this album. I was just expecting like basically straight bangers, but there's a lot of like really optimistic, like feel good shit in here, and that's kind of like the brilliance of like music, because even like a guy who's known for just like party anthems or not really like super conceptual shit.
Like what I said, he was the way I saw him, he was a hook king. But after I heard "Hardest Man in Town," I was like Danny DeVito. I was like, I get it now.
Yeah, like that is a fucking insane song, dude. That song is so good. Oh man, I love this man. And even on top of that, like like real hashtag real hip hop heads. Fucking. When you go into a genre, when you really get into music, the more you listen to, the more you learn, the more you're rewarded. You know what I mean? And
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
I started listening to G-Funk Classics like not that long ago. Like trying
Like
to
a month
think.
ago.
No, not a month ago. The full album I listened to a month ago, but before that I was kind of like bumping it like here and there. When Kendrick When Kendrick dropped the Squabble Up music video and the CD turned around and it was G-Funk Classics, that felt so rewarding. That it felt really fucking rewarding to see that. And it because real recognize real. It's just kind of
For sure.
yeah, that's just kind of the concept. And sorry,
And the Mexicans were dancing.
And the Mexicans
that
were
segment
dancing right
of
in front of it. He
of
fucking
all
knew.
cultures.
He has to know. He has to know. I refuse to believe that he doesn't. Yeah,
That part's so cool.
that part is so cool. Anyway,
And yeah, it's just got the CD spinning around.
yeah, so good. Such a good fucking video.
He's like, these beaners know. They
Yeah.
know that. I know them well.
It's like, yeah, so cool. Sorry. Anyway,
And even then, it's like, yeah, sorry. I think with GNX, with all the banger songs, it's almost like Kendrick kind of proved like I could make party songs too. And guess what? They're way better and more quality, and actually still have, you know, what do you call it? Even if they're not about like anything like legit, not legit. What's the word? Anything of substance. They still are way better than anything Drake has made. That's almost what I think of when I hear songs like "Hey Now," TV off, or Squabala.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know,
it's because he knows like where he is and stuff. Strangely enough, my fucking grandma, she made a really good point one time where she, because I went to her house and she was like, I like him. I like this Kendrick Lamar fellow because he never forgot where he came from. And I mean, yeah,
Grandma, a real one for that.
grandma, a real one for that. She like, because this is such a West Coast album, you know, it's a super West Coast like banger.
It's his G-Funk's classics, kind of.
In a sense,
not really.
Yeah, but like it just has it has such a distinct West Coast sound. And that's kind of important, you know.
No, yeah, for sure. So overall, Kendrick gonna drop a triple album in after the Super Bowl.
GNX Nation.
And then I'm gonna go to the moon. Yeah.
GNX Nation. Yeah.
That would be insane. You know what? My theory, I almost feel like he's gonna drop it before, and I don't know
That'd
why.
be crazy. Like
I have
some
this
teaser
tiny
songs.
gut feeling he's gonna do
Like
something.
he'll tease some songs in the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, and then he's gonna put the tip full in. It's gonna be crazy.
And then he drops nothing, and he disappears.
Imagine.
He announces his retirement at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be like the worst thing ever. But
I mean,
you know what else would be bad?
What?
I don't know. How bad would you do something for $100?
Okay. So I've been asking this question around my community, my people, for a while.
Oh yeah.
What is the worst thing you'd do for $100? Now, I like this question because $100 is not a lot, but depending on the person that you'd ask, they do like varying things. So, last time I walked around my job and I asked this question to people. I got a varied amount of responses. So, I got a white guy who said that he would scream penis as loud as he possibly could in public. I got a guy who would say a slur out loud in public.
Of course.
Okay.
I got a guy who said he'd shiv me. Actually, two people who said they'd shiv me, and I'm kind of worried that they were talking about me in specific. Yeah. So I'm kind of curious. What would be the worst thing you do for $100?
Worst thing I do for $100.
It's probably something embarrassing for me, because there's nothing worse to me than being embarrassed by the public.
For sure.
Well, yeah.
I think it would be self-embarrassment. Like it wouldn't be like go fucking kill this guy. Like no, I would not do that for any amount of money. You know, but it's also nothing
what
like
$1 billion. And it's
okay,
like,
mate,
and you have to kill like Hitler.
Oh, okay, well that's different.
Like the descendant of Hitler. I would do that easy. $1 billion.
But
well, the descendant of Hitler doesn't mean that
No. Like he does too.
Okay, for $1 billion.
Wow, I hate everyone.
No, yeah, it's like that meme where people are like, "Would you stomp on this dog for $1,000?" And it's like, "Hell yeah, I would."
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But
anyways,
I think it wouldn't be anything light either. Like if you're like, go up to a woman and be like, "Touch my balls," like, okay, you know, like maybe I'll get a slap, but like, I would do honestly more for $100. I don't know why.
You would do that for $100.
Yeah,
you would become a sex criminal for $100.
Well, not always, not everyone. No, I'm playing. That's bad. Don't do that.
Oh my god, that is insane. What would you do?
Okay, it didn't sound that bad when I said it.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
fuck you
I
guys.
know.
Let's see. It's gonna be embarrassing.
I can't do that. Actually,
$100? Actually, no, I would not do public.
Can't do that. I'm
Public
faithful.
It's terrible, dude. I would not do that. Let me see.
Dudes be like, I'm faithful.
Dudes be like, I'm faithful.
Ooh, no, that's gross too. I was gonna say eat shit.
No, I would not.
Ew.
Probably the worst thing I do. Probably drink my own piss.
Drink your own piss.
Yeah.
That's on
Maybe
the
someone
same
else's.
level of eating shit.
No, it's not, bro. Piss and shit is not the same thing. Cause with
I would go
shit-
into a room. I would go into a restaurant and just like, what's it called? Destroy someone's meal, like at a random table, and walk out. You know what I mean? Like on some Boom Gang shit from like 2018.
Boom Gang is crazy.
Forgot about him. I think about him a lot.
Remember that one time he fucking uploaded a video of him just smashing the back window of somebody's car? That was wild.
I thought you said smashing like a girl.
Oh my!
Because I think he also did that.
No. He probably
Like just like casually recorded himself on his story.
I remember he linked up with Lil Pump, and then they made like this incredibly annoying video of them just like throwing money on a kitchen table. And
Yeah,
just
that's what
making,
happens
like,
when you
animal
have like 2
noises.
brain cells.
Yeah. They're like, get it!
Nasty era.
Yeah. For me, I'd probably just get naked and run across the street for $200. I mean, $100.
That seems fun. You're just streaking in public.
Yeah.
That's
I would run as fast as possible. Yeah. Like well, fuck, what's his name? I forgot already. We mentioned him earlier.
You know that video of the little baby running?
Oh. Yeah, that
That's
video.
how I imagine.
Yeah. That's how I do it. Yeah, anyways, I just think that would be funny.
Yeah.
You know, I am curious though. Would you learn to play an instrument for I don't know.
I would.
That was a hard one to transition out of.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to hear this then.
Dude, I want to play an instrument so bad. I really
That's
want
cool.
to because I used to know how to play a trumpet and I used to know how to play guitar.
And the trumpets, there you go.
I want to for sure get better at guitar, and I want to learn a little bit like piano or something.
That's
Yeah.
And just
That's
like
actually-
chords.
I want to learn piano.
Yes,
That's
you
the one
will,
probably
your
that I
boots
want to learn
remind
the
me of a
most.
Katy Perry song.
I didn't know this. I have a whole ass piano like in my not a big ass piano, but it's like one of those keyboards. It's in my closet. So I took it out.
fire.
I have it right next to me.
That's
I
fire.
just need a power adapter. So I was
That's
looking for
awesome.
that. Cuz I've been thinking a lot recently. I've been using I tried to use FL Studio these past few days and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, you really can't get that same sort of feel in my opinion like from a digital sound compared to like actual sound. You know
Oh no,
what I
yeah,
mean?
100%.
I just feel like
Yeah.
with digital sound you're more constrained. But with there's this variety that you can make, and the variety still exists in digital. But like I'm hearing shit from, I think I was listening to Radiohead, and I just listened like, oh my god, like they did it with their hands, bro. That shit is so cool. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. It's
Yeah.
all about what's it called? You can get one step closer to it if you they have like MIDI, pianos
Yeah.
and MIDI keyboards that you could buy. I want to buy one. They have one called the FL Key 37. I want to buy that one because it's like
37.
37 keys.
So wait,
So
explain
hard.
what is MIDI? I don't know what the fuck MIDI is.
It's basically just a way that your computer can talk to instruments and play the notes.
Interesting. Okay.
And so, it's you used to have to buy a MIDI adapter and things like that, but most do USB now because it's just that advanced,
Yeah.
right? And they still do have MIDI ports if you like want to connect it to like an interface or something. But yeah, it's simple, and I love it, because that analog feel, because that what did you call it? How most real pianos work is they have this thing there where they're sensitive to the velocity, meaning that depending on how hard you touch
Yeah.
the key, it'll be like bing bing or like dun, and so
Yeah.
that's why you get that variety,
Like Dankies.
with good
Yeah.
piano playing is because you hear the variation in velocity. You hear it a lot in jazz, especially. When you hear these very subtle, like bung, dun, dun, then you get to like the
Yeah.
dun, 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 like
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
to these very, very varying degrees. And so no, I get you for sure that analog and digital is very, very different, and
Mm.
that's sort of the crutch of it all, but
It's
you
also
can
more
sort of
convenient
work
like,
around it.
digitally.
No,
'cause
yeah,
it's a
for
lot
sure.
easier to access because instruments are expensive as shit.
that's
The-
why people
this
work
one
around it
that I
like
have-
Dilla.
That's my dad's from when he was like,
Well, that's
20
a-
years ago.
That's the thing about like instruments, which I honestly I kind of like, is that they are made incredibly well. Like it could last you for the rest of your life if you take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so like I can't really be honestly, I'm never too mad at like the price of instruments. I'll get mad at the price of technology, but like instruments, no, that's good.
No, yeah. Like, but I was gonna say, like, yeah, like that's why you have so many great producers like Dilla, who are able to sort of bypass that. Like one of his signature thing was his drum swing, because he didn't use a lot of quantization, right? And quantization is what makes beats snap into place, right? So instead of being like, you know, your traditional 4 on the floor, you're like your boom boom right?
Mm-hmm.
He'd manually input it on the drum pads on his MPC, right? And so it would be a little off, a little bit ahead, a little bit behind. So it'd be like boom, boom. That's how Dilla got his signature sort of timing, you know?
Dilla time.
Because he was really like, objectively, he was bad at timing, but that's the point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it left for a lot more of that groove,
sound is
you know?
amazing.
And so it's like sort of learning to bypass those things, you know, like learning how to use velocity. But you can only get so much closer, like I said, compared to those. It's like the mistakes that make it human, you know? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love music,
yeah,
as you can tell.
I would love to make music, but I'm criminally unrhythmed. Fuck me. I can't even fucking speak. I can't even fucking speak. You see that the point is that I ain't got rhythm. Like Phineas and Ferb.
That's such a good episode.
That is a really good
random
episode. Yeah, but
I said I ain't got rhythm.
I said I ain't got rhythm. Yeah, and but yeah, I would love to learn an instrument, probably guitar. Because
you have one, right?
I have one. Yeah, I learned how to play one song, and since then I literally forgot everything. I've forgotten fucking everything.
No, yeah, I want to learn a little bit of everything. I want to be like Paul McCartney, because I do know how to play like drums, bass, piano,
like all the instruments.
And he did it well on
pretty
acid.
Bagpipes.
Hell yeah, he did.
Yeah.
A lot more weed than acid, though.
No, okay.
Then he died. He didn't die.
Okay.
He's still alive.
I was about to say.
Oh no.
This is future proofing the video, our podcast, so that the kids in 2060 could be like,
timeless video.
yeah, timeless podcast. To be like, yeah, Paul McCartney is dead.
Yeah,
you
like,
see,
oh.
ahead of my time.
It's like, oh yes. Well, since we're already on the topic of music, let's talk about some goated music. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. All right.
Liquid.
This is.
Liquid.
Yeah, this is my thing. So
Where's the fucking liquid? Sorry. Right.
I was on Spotify, as I do, looking at Too Short, Life is Too Short. That awful album cover.
That album cover is great. I don't know.
And so I guess I should preface this back with all of 2024, I basically just abandoned rap, besides Chromacopia and like GNX, but that's basically 2025 at that point.
Yeah.
And all of the bulk of 2024, I was basically in my old school classic rock bag.
Yeah.
So I was into a lot of Beatles, a lot of Beach Boys, a lot of that stuff. I still want to listen to them. They're great. I think, especially the Beach Boys, I never realized how much of a big fan I would be. Because I'm always a fan of things that are ahead of their time and tend to sort of set the trajectory for sort of either the decade or just that time frame, you know?
Yeah.
Shut up.
And, fuck off, Anthony.
He sent a picture of Gadagadi chicken nugget right now.
In the group chat. Not in the group. Well, in the thing. Yeah.
In a script thing.
Yeah. All right.
So
anyway, keep it going. Ignore him.
You know, towards the back end of this year, I started really, really getting back into rap. And I just forget how much I love rap, essentially, because like that's the genre I grew up on. My dad, you know, he listens to a lot of playlists, you know, a lot of music. And he's also an old school rock fan. He's more into the 70s and the 60s. Yeah. But it's still that same idea. And my mom is really into like a lot of like electronic and a lot of, you know, like Mexican music, all that stuff. And my dad also does Mexican music, right?
Yeah.
But I always fell in love with, you know, rap because of my dad and because I grew up on like a lot of like I grew up like on the Graduation era and like 808s era of Kanye. I grew up. we have to show that now in post.
I can't.
It's gray sweatpants.
You have to censor it a lot in post to show it.
I cannot show that image in post.
Okay, well, it
was an image of Trump walking around with a big dick in his sweatpants, and it says it's gray sweatpants season at the White House.
Oh
with what is this, Mitch McConnell? Biden
Biden
and and Kamala. Oh, I didn't even know. Ew, I didn't notice what Kamala was doing.
Who made this fucking image? They're going to hell.
Curse you for reawakening my womanhood and manhood,
Ew.
Biden.
That one's fun
Ew.
because it's but
Everything.
man.
I hate that his dick is labeled truth and justice.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is what political cartoons are doing now.
I'm so sorry. Can you keep it going?
Oh no, that's Fauci, huh? That's Fauci, I think. Sorry. Anyway, so basically, you know, I that's the genre I grew up on, you know, and like since day one, essentially, you know, with both my dad showing me his old school rap, even though that wasn't his primary genre of choice,
Yeah.
it was still up there for sure. And you know, listening to things like Kanye, I didn't realize as well. Outkast made a big impact on my life. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like especially Speaker Box, I didn't realize how many songs I grew up listening to that. Obviously, you have like a Hey on there, but like, Roses,
Mr. Jackson. Although
that's on Stankonia, but also that song for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't realize how much because one of my aunts, she really loves Outkast. The one that's taking me to actually see Tyler.
That's hard.
She loves Outkast. Like she saw Andre's flute band when he made that album. That's how much she loves Outkast. And so sorry.
No, sorry. I just wanted to say on the thing of Outkast. It's like my grandma fucking listened to Outkast. It's like insane.
That's random, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just sorry, go ahead. I don't want to hog the spotlight too much.
No, yeah, it's just like I forget how much especially Speaker Box era of Outkast did a lot of was very formative in my growing up. But yeah, that and you know, even just like the crunk era rap of like Soulja Boy and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So hip hop was always a part of my life in that circle.
Yeah.
And you know, as I got older, I listened to a lot more shittier rap, like SoundCloud rap. Like for a while, I think every kid has that era of just like no music, or just radio, you know.
Yeah.
And then one day you're like, I like this, I'm gonna listen to it. So I started listening to more like shitty SoundCloud rap. I did pick up some good like goats, like Bones. He's probably the goat of goats.
Yeah.
If you know, you actually know. Like he's
White goat.
basically set the trajectory of modern rap.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, he's insane. He's so underrated. And anyway, but you know, then you also have Little Pump.
Fire.
You know, but I remember one day, just I was sort of back like 2017. I remember, and I watched a video about MF Doom, and I was like, I feel like I've heard of his name before. And he just seemed really familiar. You know what I mean? I just started getting more into that bag of like the interesting side of hip hop. And him, Nujabes, Jay Dilla, and you know, Wu-Tang and all those other guys, those are sort of the building blocks for where I am now in terms of my modern taste for rap. You know?
Yeah.
So it took some time, but it sort of rebounded back and like when I was around 15 years old, and ever since then I basically started listening to good music at the age of 15 and onward.
Yeah. I saw a tweet about rap. And it was like if you are it was kind of stupid, but also I understood what they were saying. And that it was like if you were a rapper, if you are a rap fan, like if you were born into the culture, you didn't have a rapper who introduced you to rap. You just kind of grew up with it.
That's
and
true. I can see that, yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, I think that's kind of dumb, but like also it is true because like I remember being like 4 years old and hearing Heartless, you know, even though that's not like a super duper rap song. I remember my dad, you know, he has like just like piles of CDs of, you know, it was funk and it was like Mexican music from my mom, mariachi, like corridos and shit like that, and then it was rap, you know, from both of them. It was like Jizza, RZA, Nate Dogg, Warren G, fucking goat. Yeah, Dre, Dog Pound. I don't know if you know that. And then like even just like fucking straight like obscure ass motherfuckers that like Tumex, Psycho Realm, you know, like just I remember all of those, and they might as well have always existed to me.
On God, no, yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
Like especially as I got older, my dad started showing me more like not obscure, but sort of the underground, because like I love, you know, the Chronic. I love Dr. Dre. I love Ice Cube. I love Snoop. You know, they're always gonna be goats, right?
Yeah.
But for me, my bread and butter is always gonna be like Tribe Called Quest. I know they're not underground, but like that kind of sound, that jazzier underground sound, like the Far Side, Freestyle Fellowship. Those are like my bread and butter. You know.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's sort of the the music I wanted to make for a while, and I think to a certain extent I still want to, but I just have a more expansive taste, if that makes any sense.
No, I get you.
And I think as well, though, honestly, if you're a hip hop fan from birth, you have the benefit of honestly being able to sort of listen to other things, in my opinion, because hip hop takes from so many other genres, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's the music of the people. It's not a thing. Like Rick Rubin has a really good quote about it, where he's like, "You don't have to be in a conservatory, which is like a music school, to learn it. You know, it's a music that you're like I say you grew up on. You just know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have a lot of rappers who are like there are some rappers who are able to analyze it that way, and that's cool. But not a lot of rappers are like, oh, I'm rapping in iambic pentameter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they just spit. They just rap. They just know.
Yeah. The not to keep drawing it back to Kendrick and GNX, but Squabble Up uses a sample from a song called When I Hear Music, and if you are a Mexican, you when you heard when you heard that vocal drop, you shit your pants.
No,
because
real,
you knew that song. You had to have known that song, you know?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a breakdancing classic, you know?
It is, yeah.
So it's just like everything. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this too. I love when people reinterpolate lines.
Sorry, anyway.
But I love when people reinterpolate lines from other previous rap songs. Like it's always the best because like if you know where the line's from, you're like, oh,
it's such a treat. Like
sorry.
I'm sorry. I keep drawing it back to fucking GNX. It's on my mind. I've been listening to it. Kendrick's probably gonna be my top artist for the third year in a row. Anyway, but on GNX, TV Off, Kendrick quotes "Kick in the Door" Biggie. And he goes, ain't no other kings in this rap thing, they siblings, nothing but my children, which out they're disappearing. That's from Kick in the Door, which is Biggie. But there's an extra layer to this because Kendrick has an unreleased cut of his song Element. I think it's Element, or
is it the Big Sean diss one?
Yeah, the one where he disses Big Sean. It's on the Paramedic beat, and he quotes that exact same song from Biggie, but it's a different part. This goes out for those who choose to use disrespectful views on the King of the NY. So it's kind of like it's like a full circle moment if you were
for sure.
Yeah, ring, you know.
But even like when they take little what do you call it? Like snippets, like what's it called? One of my favorite songs ever from like that sort of underground jazz. Your side is Drop by the Far Side, which is also my favorite Dilla beat, right? And they sample the Beastie Boys from one of their songs. I forgot the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a little part where they're like drop, right? And they just put that in there, and it's so cool because it's like that lineage. And then even now, when I was listening to Liquid Swords on the song "Got Your Back," right? Mm-hmm. There's a line where he's like, "I'm trapped in a deadly video game," right? And there's this song I really love with MF Doom, ASAP Rock, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying for the audience. Obviously, you know
those who know.
And a couple other guys, right?
Yeah.
And they sample that part. And it's like trapped in a deadly video game, like one of those scratch kind of beats.
Hard.
And it's cool because it's like that lineage of going back to like what you know.
Yeah.
And even on a deeper level, sorry, just one more thing. Even when they sample like different drum beats, like one of the most sampled drum beats of all time is the Almond Break in just songs, period, right?
Yeah.
But so many rap songs have sampled it. And if you want to look at a more specific rap one, you could look at Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. That drum beat, it's one that's like, I'm going to be a really bad job at it, but it's like one that just goes.
Yeah.
You hear it in one of the one that goes on the top of my head for some reason is "Wet Dreams" by J. Cole.
Oh, God.
That song uses that. What else? What other song? A bunch of songs use it in rap.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
But it's that lineage of going back, and so I forget that, not like I forgot it, but more like I left it behind for a bit,
Yes.
And so it's kind of just like that thing where I'm happy I kind of am going back to the roots, and to end it off here, "Bitches Ain't Shit" is the best song ever in rap.
It is. It's a really good fucking.
It's a really fun song though, but
yeah,
that's sort of my my love letter to hip hop type shit. I'm in my love letter to hip hop era. Yeah.
Yeah, introspective jazz bag. Fuck off.
Yeah, introspective jazz bag.
There's a lot of hip hop talk today. This is the hip hop episode. Speaking of hip hop, I can only think of one other person who's the best rapper alive. I think we all agree. So 3, 2, 1, Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn that shit up.
So Dream and the R word.
Charles. Okay. All right.
What is this? I actually have no idea. So you're gonna educate me.
I'm sketching out a video for Dream. And I'm making you guys eat your vegetables right now, so if you could join the stream,
All right.
please. So legendary content creator Dream made
Yes.
made a random tweet about his former co-star for fucking Minecraft YouTube. I don't fucking remember.
Minecraft YouTube was an era though.
Yeah, Minecraft YouTube was certainly an era. Anyway, so he's just like, I don't know. Tommy Innit was beefing with XQC.
Of
Which
course.
is-
When is XCC not beefing with anybody for
I
stupid
don't-
shit?
I
Sorry.
don't fucking know. It's just cornball shit. And then Dream tweeted out this meme. And it's,
Oh my god,
yeah,
what?
yeah. So
I don't even get it. It's just so stupid.
yeah, it was completely unprompted. But well, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't unprompted. It wasn't unprompted, but like the time he the time he chose to like post this is like super unprompted. So it's just a meme that says growing up. It's Dream SMP stands growing up, becoming a that word in it Tommy Innit fan. I'm not gonna say it because I don't care. And it's just kind of funny because he tweeted this and then people got on his ass about it, and now he's having a meltdown and he's mad that he had to that he has to kind of like live with his fucking shitty decisions essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like any human ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
That's funny. Somebody in the comments of that Tommy Innit post was like, or the Tommy Innit like repost was like, Dream gonna be on his private later talking about I love you guys.
yeah, that's essentially what he does. It's like he after this he got on stream. Dream got on stream for like 2 hours and he just had the most embarrassing like crap. I'm working on a Dream script. This is why
Second
this is,
channel
like,
or
kinda
what?
fresh on my mind. No, like a main
Oh wow,
channel
like a whole video.
Yeah. But essentially Dream got on live and he just fucking lost it. Like you can tell that this man is trying to like uphold the image that he thinks like people still have of him. And he's just not aware at all that it's not working. It's hard to watch, dude. It is unironically hard to watch.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did he hashtag crash out gang?
Yes, he actually did crash out. Like this is a generational crash out. Like no fucking white boy TikTok appropriation of AAV. he is fucking crashing out on phone.
That's crazy. Okay.
Sorry,
Bro,
this is fucking stupid.
Bro, TS shit is so cruz. In parentheses,
Shut up.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's so embarrassing. But yeah, like they're levying allegations of him being like weird towards women, and like apparently,
Oh wow.
yeah,
I didn't realize it was gonna make this dark of a turn. Well, not dark, but like you know what I mean. This
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, of being like weird towards a woman. Apparently, Mr. Innit, accused him of like he gave Tommy got YouTube advice from Dream, and apparently, allegedly, don't sue me, he held that over his head for a while and like had like and lectured him on how like he owed his success to him.
Damn.
crazy.
And
that's
it's like, bro, it's Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's like, what could you possibly like? Dream just doesn't learn his lesson. Like he hasn't abandoned Twitter when he
Mhm.
really should. Because,
Yeah.
like it's that thing of like if you can't handle heat, get out of the kitchen.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but like honestly, I kind of just that's kind of
Is
all
a
I have to
subscription?
say.
Oh, this dude.
Yeah,
Subscription to Mr. Beast.
he's just
I fucking hate
it's
Dream is the most no, I don't like him. I've never
He's-
liked him. He's
he's
pissed me
such
off
a-
for forever.
he's just such a brat. Like that's
Real.
like all I
Huh?
can like.
That's the best way to
Dun,
put
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's just such a brat. He doesn't understand that like people don't like him and nothing he says is going to change that, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Well, not even unfortunately, because it's like he kind of like I don't want to say he deserves it because no, he doesn't deserve it.
He's
Like it's just so strange because I don't care about Minecraft drama or whatever. To me, these guys are all like incredibly hard to watch. Like
yeah.
I tried watching Tommy in it for this. I watched his podcast and I was like, God damn.
I don't know how to explain it, but when I see these guys like that guy, what's that guy's name? Fucking Sapnap or whatever, right?
Sapnap.
All these guys, I think of just like 16-year-old high school girl, like
Yeah.
poor. I don't know how to explain it.
I told you guys this, but I was doing research for my dream video in public, and I felt embarrassed.
Yeah,
I thought,
yeah.
Like I was like, damn, someone's gonna look at me and think I'm a fucking loser who cares about this shit.
No, for sure. I would have been if I saw you in public, I would have been like, Exbee, you're a fucking idiot. Not just kidding.
Yeah, no, I would have too. Anyway, like, it's just so weird because everyone around Dream was either a groomer or now they hate his fucking guts. It's so like I've never seen a creator with more people who just absolutely fucking hate them. And I'm not talking about like Twitter follow because everyone has haters on Twitter. I'm talking about the motherfucker who like his coworkers essentially. Like every single one of his coworkers agrees that he's a piece of shit. It's just
like when he posted that video of was it Nicholas Cantu, that whole thing that happened like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like dogpiling on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's it called? Because he was recording him and all that shit. Like, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't care if I'm being real.
I don't care. I don't care either. It's just insane to me. Like it's weird. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of care, but I don't care in the same way. I don't care in the same way that other people do because I'm a bit headier. I say.
But no, yeah, it's just like, all in all, Dream is a person and his actions have consequences. The end.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to understand that.
Like the fundamental thing of being an adult.
Yeah, the fundamental thing of being a fucking adult is that his actions have consequences, and he still can't wrap his head around that. Well,
in the big 25.
In the big 2025, yeah. I think this is probably, honestly, if I were to put money on it, I'd say that this is probably going to be the last Dream drama, like period.
And then he murders someone.
I can't, like
imagine like not even after like this podcast is done, while we're recording, you just get like a bunch of notifications like, Dream just committed like a murder right now.
Yeah, it's like pull up, fella.
And he was responsible for the fires in LA as well. And
oh my god. No, dude, you don't understand. Dream's reputation is fucking horrible right now. I could go on Twitter and just be like, Dream hit me, and half of Twitter would believe it.
You really could, honestly.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Like, it's bad out here. Yeah. So I think that was it. And last one. What's your favorite thing to come out of 2024? Kind of a hard transition. Sorry. Okay, wait, let me try again. Well, that Dream drama was pretty cringe. What was you know what isn't cringe? Good media.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to use that term. Good art. What was your favorite thing to come out of 2024? So you want to explain that, Mr. Suh?
Yes, Mr. and the Ancestors. Basically just like, I didn't have a good 2024. I know a lot of people didn't. I know a lot of people had a great 2024.
I didn't have a good 2024. Yeah.
So I just want to talk about the positives, because we have a lot of fucked up shit, especially if you're somebody living in the Southern California area right now. Stay safe out there. And so I just want to talk about what was your favorite thing in 2024? Anything. It doesn't even need to be like an album or a song, just like memory, boom, drop it right now.
It's gonna sound callous, but I liked when it ended.
No, that's a good thing.
I like when the year ended because the way I felt when the clock turned 12, it was really nice.
Like that relief.
Yeah, because I had a really hard year. I don't want to fucking bog it down too much, but I was just in a really shitty position.
Nah, yeah, I feel that.
And like, yeah, I felt like ass for a really long time. I didn't feel like I was doing enough. I felt small. I felt uh I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere in life, you know, like just all the typical, you know, like bullshit that you lie to yourself about. And you know, by the time the clock struck 12 on, you know, December 31st and became January 1st, it was like, okay, I can change this now. You know what I mean? Like I don't
No, yeah, I get
I
that.
don't have
That's
to
awesome,
I don't
dude.
have to wallow in this shit anymore. And like, you know, I look at where I started this year and then where I ended, and it's like, did I accomplish the things I wanted to? No, but that's because I wasn't in the right headspace, and I'm in the right headspace now, and that's really all I can ask for. So you know, that was, to me, my favorite part of 2024 was it ending, but it's more than that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, for sure. It's like there's that relief. I feel that. I mean, one of my favorite memories is from the end of the year, and it was when I went to go see the Sonic movie, Sonic 3. Such a great movie, and
They
just that day
call
was
me
so great.
Sonic.
It was almost like the impromptu, like New Year's Eve in a weird way. It
Yeah.
was almost like kind of like, oh wow, this year sucks, but a day like this makes up for it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so that was just a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was peak.
Yeah.
It really was. I
What
love
about you,
Keanu
man?
Reeves' Shadow. Yeah, sorry.
You said
What
that
about
was your
the great
favorite, the
Parmesan?
Sonic Day?
Yeah, hell yeah,
That
it
shit was
was.
fire. That was like a 10 out of 10 movie. I don't know. You know, me as a person, that's probably my favorite thing to come out of 2024. Because this year
That's a
I
good
learned a
thing.
shit ton. So
That's
much.
awesome.
Ever
Yeah,
since
for
let's
sure.
go.
the beginning
feel like we all
of
did in a way.
January, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt ways that I've never felt before. And I was ignorant in some ways. I was hitting shit the right way. I wasn't. I think I just learned a lot, and I made a lot of mistakes this year. So I now know what to do in the future. Like I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm trying to do more shit, you know what I mean? I have direction in a career now that I didn't have before.
That's
So
awesome.
I just
Yeah.
feel
I love
a
that for
lot
you,
better.
man.
Fuck yeah. Okay, well, you know, just to be fun. What's your favorite like physical thing? Like, let's just say like piece of art
Porn
that
art.
to come out. Oh my fucking god! All right, well that was ruined.
Off the top of my head, the Hard
Sarah
Part
J
6
and Lil
is a
D
song.
smoking fuck.
If I could hold G and X as a CD, dude. If I could hold
I
G and
heard-
X as a CD, dude.
I heard what you said about fucking. I heard what you said, Isaiah.
I
hate
also
you.
heard that too.
I
I can
hate
say it
you
right now too.
so much. I hate you so much. Anyway,
That, you know, that'll
Let
be
me see.
funny soon. That'll be
Yeah.
really hilarious.
my favorite album last year was Ultra 85. That was that album is just so amazing.
I think
But, like,
Pet
personally
Sounds.
to me.
I know it wasn't this year, but
Yeah.
finding that
Yeah.
in that time was great. You know, it came on during a great time, and it just got me through so much. I have the vinyl right next to me right now. It's like my favorite album of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I have that. You know, to sort of, it's almost like my inspiration for being in a way.
Yeah. G-Funk
And so-
Classics for me.
It's awesome.
Like my album that was my favorite album I listened to last year. That was like revisiting like old childhood memories on one hand, but then also on the other, like it was like, you know, really getting to know like one of my favorite like just sounds in general. I love the G-Funk era so much. Nate Dogg has such a beautiful voice. He has a really beautiful message too. Rest in peace, Dog. You know, and I also have the vinyl for that. It's at Anthony's house.
I'm
It's
looking
funny.
at it right now, dude. I see it. I have it on the wall.
Yeah. The best movie to come out last year was Monkey Man, by the way. Just
It
still
was-
undefeated.
Yeah, it's so funny because you say that and Sonic 3's right there. That's the funny
Well,
part.
all right. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you
those
didn't
are Sonic
watch
3.
Monkey Man.
Who said I didn't? Even though I didn't, who said I didn't? I want to watch that movie.
And
So
my favorite movie, ironically, was Madam Web. Madam Web was so funny.
Yeah.
My God.
Madam Web
I
was
don't even-
hilarious, dog.
Jesus, that's gonna be a year old.
That
Fuck
is
out of
gonna
here.
be a
I'm
year
sorry,
old.
but like, no.
Audience context, we watched that shit on Valentine's Day because we ain't
That
had
was
shit
so
to do.
funny.
Embarrassing
Yeah, we didn't
as
have a-
hell,
funny.
dude.
No, it was
That
not.
was so
that was
funny.
Amazing.
That was
I
hilarious.
I love that we walked in. There was like 10 people counting us. And then by the end of the movie, there was like 5 people because 3 of them had fucking left.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, it was like there was a
terrible.
group of like 3 girls and like they all left halfway, and there was a guy and he left, and it was just us at one point. For the last like 15 minutes, it was just us,
Oh
where the
my
guy
God.
died by Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
Death by
And
Pepsi.
his fucking mouth didn't match up to any of his lines because they 80-yard all of his dialogue. Every single word was 80
Did they actually?
Yes.
That's what because that's what it looked like.
He did not say a single sentence in that movie. It was so
Boy,
funny.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then I watched
I think-
Craven and it was really bad. But not as bad as Madam Web.
No, yeah. I
And
think.
Venom 3 was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch that. While schmacked.
Yeah. Yeah. Venom 3 is hilarious. I'm actually sad that we're never getting these garbage movies again.
The throne.
Yeah, now we're just gonna only have Frankie Pulitzer.
Yeah.
No more Venom.
Sorry.
No more
Sorry,
Eddie Brock.
I'm just kind of running through all of the like the movies that we watched or I watched. Joker 2 was horrible. That wasn't
Oh.
even funny bad. That was just awful.
Transformers 1, goated.
Transformers 1 was fire.
I'm done saving.
I'm done saving you. I saw this one earlier, really early in the year, but Iron Claw was fucking great.
Yeah, Maria told me about that.
Yeah, the Iron Claw was really great. It's a fucking miserable ass movie. Trying to think of another one. I feel like I'm missing one. Something like it's completely unknown.
Oh, this doesn't count, but we saw Daima.
Oh,
Daima.
Daima was great.
Daima was
Also, you said
I loved the first 3.
You said completely unknown.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That movie was okay. I actually kind of liked it.
Little mid, but I'm a Bob Dylan fan, so you know
Yeah.
I'm gonna be critical.
Hey, Stinky.
Hey,
Uh,
Stinky.
Hey, Stinky. And then kind of corny, but my favorite YouTube video to come out was mine because I fucking worked hard on it.
No, that's fire. That's like
Pack it
magnum
up,
opus
you-
of 24.
Yeah.
I like the physical things. I like Brad a lot. Actually, I think that might be my favorite album of the year.
That is a really good album. Oh, Magdalena Bay. That album was also really good. Yeah. And
I
that's
think
it,
we're
right?
good. We could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, let's stop here.
Okay.
What is this?
Let's
All right.
stop here. That's it. No, no
Anyway.
more,
Okay.
no more.
That is
Jock
that. Can you
Tua.
shut the fuck up? No.
We gotta
That
leave
has
all
been
that
it.
shit.
We're making big moves in 25. We're gonna be making more
Exactly.
podcasts for sure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Podcast. Disastercast the movie.
The Disaster Cast crew's taking over. Watch.
Yeah, watch. We're taking over. Shoot a CEO.
Yeah, 2024 we were practicing. That was the warm up, dude.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the warm up. This is the
2024 was the
24 was the trailer. 25 is the movie. Whatever they say.
And then it
All
gets
right.
delayed.
Well, that has been it for this episode of DisasterCast. I have been your host, King Exbee. You can follow me on youtube.com/KingXB. You can subscribe to my second channel at Exbee's Dumpster. You can follow me on Twitter at KingXB. I'm going to be releasing a video soon, hopefully. I'm going to try and start to get live streaming off the ground. So
Hell
if you're,
yeah.
if you're into that type shit, let me know what you want to see. Probably gonna make some more terrible tweets. Probably gonna make some more terrible podcasts, and yeah, I'm
Yes,
just gonna
sir.
keep it fucking trucking. I've been joined by my second best host, at Isaiah and the Ancestors.
Hello again, or I guess goodbye now. And yeah, I'm Isaiah and the Ancestors. I make music, and I'm gonna start getting back on this grind. I already have like 2 or 3 songs in production, and one of them is gonna release next week. Keep that out. It's kind of like almost an all-encompassing thing about hip hop, which is why I've been, really in depth on it this podcast. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna try posting more on my socials. Well, Instagram now because TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok's fun,
But yeah, keep a lookout for that. And I'm gonna give it to my boy Parmesan Anthony.
What's up? Follow me on the YouTube. I don't remember what it is because I change the name every fucking week. I'll link it. You go to that shit. I'm releasing something in the next month. Fingers
Hell
crossed.
yeah. Making big moves.
Let's go. Well,
All right.
And in general, that has been it for DisasterCast. And we will see you in the next one.
And the respective community.
Bye.
Bye.
Chilchin best meme
Bye
of
bye bye
25.
bye.